Hi guys, you're welcome to another beautiful day with me. My name is Obinje. Oh, I'm a relationship enthusiast. That means I love to talk about love, life, marriage, relationship in general. If these are things that you'd love, then stick around with me. Today, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you believe staying married is the best, or do you believe in divorce? Do you believe that people should get divorced when things are not working as planned in marriage, or do you believe people should just stick around and make it work? The reason why I'm asking this question is that the divorce rate in the society is becoming alarming. Now, I'm one of those people who feel that marriage is forever till death do us part. But don't get me wrong, if you are in a marriage that is not working out well for you, and when I say it's not working out well for you, I mean marriage that is detrimental to your mental space. Yes, marriage that is detrimental to your health, marriage that, you've given your best, you've given your all in all, and your partner seems not to be forthcoming. Something of that nature that, at the end of the day, you just know that you need to work out of this marriage. So if you're in that kind of marriage, I'm not going to say stick around. But what I'm just trying to say is that if you do not fall into any of this group of people that your life is at stake, your mental space is being, questioned, or your health is, at the door hanging for it itself, then you know that honestly you do not have any business being divorced. But that's not what we are having today. Every woman or every man chickens out at the slightest provocation. You see people getting divorced for silly reasons. You hear they say there are irreconcilable differences, and if you decide to go a step further to hear what are these irreconcilable differences, you will be amazed, because these are differences that shouldn't, put the survival of the marriage on the balance. But now everybody gives a clumsy excuse why they don't want to stay married anymore. Some people tell you that they fell out of love. Some people give you reasons like he or she is not meeting up with demands. What people forget is that there is no perfect person. What people forget is that you are not perfect, I am not perfect. Two of us are coming with our imperfections together to see what beautiful thing we can make out of this marriage. I'm not expecting more than what you can give. Likewise, you shouldn't be expecting more than I can give. But people forget these things and expect that as I'm getting married to this person, you should fulfill all those my superficial ideas or beliefs or whatever it is that I have in my mind, or for whatever reasons people just expect expectations from you, and when you cannot meet up, or when they feel they've had a good time, enough time with you, they chicken out. Should you stay married or should you get divorced? If you are able to, I keep saying that if you know the reasons why you are getting married, you would know how the journey is going to be for you. If you know what marriage is all about, then you would know that this journey is not going to be some kind of smooth expressway. Marriage is not an expressway where the car is just going smoothly without bumps. If there's anything synonymous with marriage, I think it would be the fact that there are bumps every now and then on the road of marriage. At every point in time of your marriage, there are going to be speed bumps, and these speed bumps are so that you can stop, think, and reflect on your marriage. You see, you can't be in friendship with someone and every time you guys are having it rosy, having it good. What it means is that both of you are just deliberately trying not to offend each other. You're aware of yourself, or how do I get to put it? So you don't want to offend this person, you don't want to offend this partner of yours, so you are trying to be at your best behavior. And you know what happens when two of you are being too cautious of yourself in marriage, cautious of your relationship in the marriage. You are not being truthful to yourselves, you're not being real to yourselves. When you get married, and if you are married, I believe you can agree with me. If you get married, or if you are married, you would notice that shortly after the maybe second year of your marriage, all those tension or whatever it is between both of you. And when I say tension, I'm not talking about tension in the sense that you guys are quarreling. What I mean is that when you get married to somebody, you notice that if you were putting up some kind of behavior you were too prim and proper, whatever. Or for instance, they say when a lady is with a man she's dating, there are certain things she cannot do, but you realize that when you get married to this person, you are free to do those things at will, just as the man is going to be free to do those things that maybe he never could have done in your presence before. But you see, that's what marriage does. Marriage releases the tension, or it reduces it drastically. So in a situation whereby both of you are still putting up those appearances of being that you are prim and proper, you are not free with yourself. So those are one of the things I want you to understand, that marriage is not a free expressway where you will just go in and come in as you would want to. Marriage has a lot of speed bumps, and these speed bumps are to gauge the marriage. It's like an examination score where every now and then you need to check your marriage and see how far you guys have gone. Unfortunately, I'm going to use this illustration of the speed bump. Unfortunately, when people come across these speed bumps, because it's not an expressway where they can just go as they would want to go, they are scared to cross over the bump. They are scared of what is after the bump. They are not ready to even think that behind the bump has something rosy for them. When they get to that speed bump, I can't take it anymore. I can't go over it anymore. They chicken out, they give up. They just want the marriage to be as smooth as the road has been all along. Honey, if you are getting married thinking that marriage is going to be a smooth ride, it's going to be a smooth sail all through, then you are starting your marriage with a wrong notion. You're starting your marriage on a wrong foot, and you're going to be one of those people that in the long run you are going to say, I'd rather be divorced than stay married, or all of that. I just want to ask you guys this question: do you believe that people can stay married instead of getting divorced? If you think people can't stay married for the longest period of time, or if you think that people who stay married for the longest period of time are deceiving themselves, then you are the one who is actually deceiving yourself, because you have polluted your mind with wrong notions. You have filled your mind with the thought that, oh, if your stars can do it and go on to live that flashy life that they are living, or go on to live that independent woman or independent man they are living, or you feel that, oh, you just want to have your sanity. There is a difference between having your sanity and having your sanity. Okay, so you need to understand the reasons why I want to stay married, or the reasons why I want to stay divorced. Don't jump into the bandwagon of those young ladies or those young men, or should I use the word young? Don't jump into the bandwagon of those people who say that, oh, I'm just tired of marriage, I want a divorce, without calculating your risk and your gains. Like I said, some people will have to get divorced, not because they want to get divorced, but because of the situation on the ground. And this situation I talked about, your life is at risk, your mental health is at stake, your health is at stake. These are things that you cannot take for granted. Any other thing other than that, I feel you can work at it. But don't get me wrong, people do change, and people change for good or for bad. So you might be, you might be paired with somebody who is such a bad ass. Let's just hope that that person can change. But truthfully, as I said, divorce is not an option, except when it comes to these 3 points I just listed. You can stay married, go on and be married for the longest period of time. Yes, you're going to have some problems, you're going to have some little temptations here and there, but if you know the reason why you want to get married, or the reason why you got married, I believe that when the issues or the talks of divorce will just not even come to your mind. And even when you hear people talk about it, it's going to be strange in your quarters, because that is not you. My name is Obinje. Oh, you one and only relationship enthusiast. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section. Do you believe in staying married or getting divorced when it gets tough and difficult for you? Bye.